Sweep, sweep, sweep. All I want is a perfectly clean street.
Mr. Monaco, can we take a moment of your time? We have something to ask you.
Do you happen to have a relative named Mark who lived about 800 years ago?
How did you know?
You didn't even have to think about it. Your memory's amazing.
Everyone in Florawish knows about the history around that time. The whole town was rebuilt back then.
Rebuilt?
You didn't know? The Florawish we live in today was built over the rubble of the old town. After the war against the Dark ended, the town was left in ruins. Instead of leaving, our ancestors chose to stay and rebuild from the ground up. And my ancestor, Mark, played a major role in that rebuilding. Look! Right here, under your feet. I clean Lilina Street every day, and my ancestor helped lay each and every brick here. This street may be short, but it took a lot of effort. He and his companions paved the very first road of the new Florawish.
Neat houses and clean streets. In the Linlang Empire, it was also thanks to the blood, sweat, and tears of countless people like your ancestor that we restored past prosperity. It wasn't an easy task, laying that first brick. It must have taken such strong resolve.
It seems like no matter where people live, they all deeply cherish their homes.
Mr. Monaco, I have one more question for you.
My ancestor lived in Florawish all his life. I never heard about him studying abroad. He probably isn't the Mark you're looking for. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help.
Not at all. Even if your ancestor wasn't the Mark I was searching for, your stories still moved me. This memory is already precious enough.
The more precious the memory, the more important it is to preserve it. Why don't I take a photo of you together?
Can we, Mr. Monaco?
Of course, it would be my honor.
Infinity
I came to Flourish as part of the White Jade's continent. Mr. Monaco, when it's time for the show to begin, would you honor us with your presence?
I'd love to. Absolutely. I'll make sure the street is cleaned early so I can make it. I feel excited already. Now, time to clean.
Now that we've crossed Mr. Monaco off the list, that leaves 2 more people.
Fournier is the head chef at Ray and Wings. Master Du, let's head there next.
Nikki, Momo, would you mind going ahead without me? Mr. Monaco's story about rebuilding Flourish gave me a lot to think about. I'd like to write down some of these ideas while they're still fresh.
We'll wait for you at Ray and Wings then. See you soon.
almost time to start. Where am I supposed to find a replacement?
Don't worry. We'll figure something out. Oh, wishing one, please send us a replacement musician to help us right here.
Oh, are you in some sort of trouble?
I knew I shouldn't have accepted that special request. A few days ago, a customer asked for some help setting up a proposal in the restaurant. I told him that we're just a restaurant, not the Great Wish Tree. We can't really handle things outside our usual service. But it was a special case, so I agreed to help, against my better judgment.
Don't let him fool you. He was tearing up when he heard the customer's story.
Jekka, they don't need to know that. Anyway, we organized absolutely everything. We hired musicians and planned the performance. Everything was all set. But then...
One of the musicians fell sick and can't make it. And now we have no time to find a replacement.
Sorry, I overheard your conversation about needing a musician. Maybe I can help.
What? Maybe the restaurant has turned into a Great Wish Tree. I just made that wish.
Who are you?
This is Duyubai. She's the leader of the White Jade and a renowned master musician from the Linlong Empire.
She tells beautiful stories through music.
You flatter me, but I perform traditional music from the Linlong Empire. I'm not sure it suits this occasion.
Of course. The only thing the customer asked for was music that feels joyful and filled with love. After all, happiness transcends style and genre.
Then I'll give it a try.
Yay! Crisis averted.
Actually, we're not out of the woods just yet. I was so focused on the musician issue that I forgot we still don't have enough flowers to decorate the venue. The customer said they'd like sunny orchids, rainy orchids, or flora palms. But I'm too busy now to gather them in time.
Don't worry about the flowers. Momo and I can help with that. You must be busy with the other preparation.
You're a lifesaver, Nikki. Thank you so much. You can find sunny orchids and rainy orchids. But flora palms mainly grow in breezy meadow. You can find them near the meadow activity.
We've got this.
Nikki!
I thought sunny orchids would be perfect for this occasion. Here you go.
Wow, these sunny orchids are so fresh. You're amazing, Nikki. Everything needs to be perfect. The proposal must be unforgettable.
Let us help you decorate the venue, too.
Yeah, we'd love to pitch in.
Thanks, Fournier. Honestly, I wasn't expecting you to go through with this. I thought you'd just say no.
You weren't entirely wrong. I did consider saying no.
Ha. Our chef here has a heart as cold as a 10-year-old ribbon eel dish.
But I was blown away. You made the venue beautiful, and you also arranged incredible music. You're the best.
Don't thank me. The real credit goes to Master Du, Nikki, and Jekka.
Thank you all so much. I don't even know where to start. I feel like I'm floating on air now.
I wish you eternal happiness.
Such light, delicate, yet powerful music. I've never heard anything quite like it before. May I ask your name?
Hello, miss. My name is Duyubai, which translates to White Jade.
Master Du, how long are you staying in Florawish? Will I get another chance to hear you play?
Absolutely. In a few days, I'll be performing on my ship, also called the White Jade. I'd be honored to see you there.
Oh my, Doodleade! I feel like I'm on cloud 9, as if I've met the wishing one. I want this moment to last forever.
There is a way to keep this moment alive forever. How about we all take a picture together?
Yeah, we should capture this moment.
Our restaurant doesn't provide webcams.
Looks like it's time for your photographer extraordinaire Momo to shine. Let me show you my skills.
You've all been such amazing helpers. Normally I'd serve you our famous Sky Crane cake, but unfortunately, we've sold out for today.
It's okay. We're actually here for something else.
Yeah, we're on a mission.
We're looking for information about your ancestor, Mark. Do you know anything about him?
Ah, Mark. Oh, that brings us right back to the Sky Crane cake. He was the one responsible for the first ever Sky Crane cake.
Sunny skies above, cranes soaring through the air. What's the meaning behind the cake's name?
It all goes back to the town's rebuilding. The restoration was already a major challenge. Then the region was hit with a once-in-a-century rainy season. The endless rain not only dampened spirits, but also washed away the new foundations they were trying to build. They had to work around the clock to repair the damage. While the adults were hard at work, even the children helped by carrying stones and wood. Some of them lugged materials that were taller than they were. My ancestor wanted to do something special. When he heard a child's birthday was coming up, he decided to bake her a cake.
Back then, it must have been really tough to find ingredients for a cake.
Exactly. My ancestor was ready to give up, but all the townsfolk pitched in, bringing what little ingredients they could spare, delivering them in. With those precious ingredients, he spent several nights perfecting a cake that turned out sweet and delicious. The sweetness of the cake reminded the children of sunny days and paper cranes. Everyone who tasted it said it felt like witnessing Florawish come back to life. And so, the Sky Crane cake was born, passed down through generations ever since.
The people back then must have tasted the hope for the future in that cake.
A simple cake that can lift spirits during dark times, intertwining humanity's fragility and strength in fascinating ways. Calamities can destroy homes in an instant, but as long as hope remains, even the faintest glimmer of light is enough to help people rebuild.
When Mark gave that paper crane to Du Qingchuan, he must have wanted to convey that hope.
Speaking of paper cranes, Mr. Fournier, is it possible your ancestor ever studied abroad in the Linlang Empire?
My ancestor's name was Mark, but he never left Wishfield. He can't be the one you're looking for. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more help.
No need to apologize. Your story gave me some new insight, so it wasn't a wasted trip.
That rules out another one, leaving us with only one person left to ask. Electra.
The problem is, we have no idea where she is right now.
Electra? I know her. If you want to find her, I might be able to help. She mentioned that she was working on designs for a new Dream Warehouse entrance the other day. She's probably on site, inspecting the Dream Warehouse right now. You might want to check over there.
Great, that's a solid lead.
A few days from now, I'll be performing on my ship, the White Jade. I'd love to invite everyone from Ray and Wings to join.
I'll go. Fournier, say yes, please.
I didn't say no.
Great, then we're going for sure.
Now that this matter is settled, it's time to search for the final person. Just thinking about meeting the last possible descendant of Mark is making me feel a bit... What if she isn't the one I'm searching for?
I understand how you feel. You've got high hopes for this story. But sometimes, why don't you head back to the White Jade and rest up? Take a breather.
Yeah, you've been on your feet for hours. Take it easy for a bit.
All right, I'll return to the White Jade for now. Once I've cleared my head, I'll meet you at the Dream Warehouse Tower.
It's so quiet around here. Oh no. Did we miss her again?
Wait, did you hear that? It sounds like someone calling for help. It's coming from the archive room.
The setting sun looks like a helping of delicious, savory barbecue.
Thank you for getting me out of there. I'm Electra, just your average architect. If your house gets flooded, struck by lightning, burned to the ground, or even if someone destroys it on purpose, give me a call.
That's a unique way to say thanks.
Wait, Electra, we were actually looking for you.
Looking for me? Oh no, did I forget about a project deadline?
Don't worry. We just wanted to ask if you had an ancestor named Mark.
Why would you want to know that?
My ancestor was saved by a man named Mark. I'm looking for his descendants to learn more about his story.
I do have an ancestor named Mark, but I'm not sure if he's the one you're looking for. I remember seeing something about him in a journal while looking through records of the town's reconstruction. Let me think. Oh, it's on that bookshelf. Here it is.
Wait, the last part is missing.
It only goes up to when the author was 39 years old.
My ancestors studied abroad, but his heart always remained in his homeland. When he heard that Mayor Lilina had organized the reconstruction of Florawish, he immediately returned and threw himself into the effort. He worked tirelessly every day, trying to rejuvenate the town as quickly as possible so that people could have homes again. Unfortunately, he overworked himself and passed away at 39. That's all the info we have about him. There's no mention of any heroic rescues. I'm not sure if he's the person you're looking for.
How can that be? This was our last clue!
Master Du.
I was worried about this. If the search leads to a dead end, what do I do? But now, the answer doesn't seem as important as I once thought. There are lots of people like Miss Electra's ancestor. When they chose to act, I'm sure they didn't care about being remembered or the outcome of their efforts. It seems that this paper crane can't be returned to its original owner. But now that it's back in Florawish, it has found its rightful place.
In Florawish's culture, a paper crane represents a wish in flight. Although my ancestor never lived to see Florawish revived, his wish for his homeland was fulfilled. Today is the perfect day to release a paper crane, even if he wasn't the person from your story. Let's let the paper crane soar and show him the Florawish of today. Would you join me tonight at the Dream Warehouse's highest point to release the paper crane?
I'll be there.
Momo and I will join you too.
Before that, I'd like to stay here a little longer and learn more about the town's reconstruction. Miss Electra, would you be willing to tell me more about it?
There are plenty of stories to share. I'll tell you all about them. Paper crane, set sail.
Florawish is so beautiful.
Ever since I was a small child, the elders in my family would proudly tell us the inner reconstruction of Florawish was based on blueprints drawn by our ancestor Mark. Every road I walked on and every view I saw was shaped by his dedication. He even wanted to rebuild the Dream Warehouse, but illness cut his plans short. I want to carry on his legacy, walking every path he mapped and seeing every building he designed. I need to continue my inspection somewhere else. I hope the next time we meet, I won't be as disheveled as I am today.
Wait, Miss Electra, a few days from now, I'll be performing a new song aboard the White Jade. I'd love for you to come see me play.
Of course. If I'm free, I'll definitely be there.
We've gone all over the place, but we still haven't figured out which mark is the one we're looking for.
Master Du, what about your new song?
It's all right. I think I finally understand why Mark returned to Wishfield. He came back because of a dream. Every one of us dreams of finding peace in our homelands. It was his dream and the dream of so many. Whether it's Wishfield or the Linlang Empire, for centuries, under those forgotten names are living, breathing people. Time has washed away their stories, burying them and leaving them forgotten. But they became the foundation for a new life, leaving traces of themselves in the people who followed. Even if no one remembers their names, they're still here. I've seen the beauty of Florawish, and I've found many marks. In a way, that means I've fulfilled my ancestors' promise. I'm eager to start writing my new song. Nikki, Momo, without you and the people of Florawish, I might have given up long ago. Please make sure to join us aboard the White Jade for the performance. I've reserved the best seats for the two of you.
We wouldn't miss it. We can't wait to hear you perform.
Nikki, that performance was perfect. Let's go congratulate her. Master Du, that was an amazing show. Congratulations.
Finally, one less thing to worry about.
We should celebrate the successful performance. Oh, let me take a group photo to mark the occasion.
After performing for decades, I thought I'd be used to singing in front of people. But today, I felt just as nervous as my very first time on stage. Did I sing well? Do you think my ancestor, Mark, and the people of Flourish, did they enjoy the performance?
I'm sure they loved it.
I was so captivated that I almost forgot to breathe. It wasn't until the very end that I finally exhaled.
This happy ending was all thanks to you and the townsfolk. I'm so grateful for this journey, to see the lands of that old promise. In this season that's perfect for traveling, I followed the path of fate here. I heard so many touching stories and formed new bonds with you all.
Speaking of bonds, now that the performance is over, you'll probably be heading off somewhere else, right? Who knows when we'll meet again?
Don't worry about that, Momo. Master Du will sail the White Jade to many places and experience lots of new stories, and she'll bring Linlong stories to others. And we'll continue on our own journeys. With fate guiding us, I'm sure our paths will cross again.
With my sharp eyes, I'll be the first to recognize Master Du, and I'll shout her name super loud!
Exactly. Just like Nikki says, though the song may end, the bonds we formed will continue on.
Mayor Grace.
Nikki, yes, there's something I'd like your help with. The Firework Isles' Carnival of Fireworks is coming up soon. However, we've been preoccupied with settling the exiles from Umbraso. We're short on help. I would like you to represent Florawish as a special liaison and help their Sizzle and Spark Center prepare for the event.
Special liaison? That might be too much responsibility.
It's the Firework Isles' biggest event of the year. With so many details to manage, the person in charge must be highly capable. In my opinion, you're the most suitable and reliable candidate, Miss Nikki.
Understood. I promise to do my best.
Thank you for taking this on, Miss Nikki. Oh, before you go, there's something else I'd like your help with. A while ago, I ordered a custom gift for Mr. Minogue, the head of the Sizzle and Spark Center. Marquez Jr. should be finished by now. Before you head off, please head to the Marquez boutique and pick up the gift, then give it to Mr. Minogue for me.
No problem. We'll head out now.
We're here, Marquez. How did you turn into an old man in just a few days?
Have you considered that I'm actually his grandfather? Marquez?
Sorry. It's just that usually Marquez Jr. is here.
He's gone to the Firework Isles. He said he'd be back after the opening ceremony of this year. If you want to see him, you'll have to wait a few days.
Wow! The Firework Isles must be really fun for a guy like Marquez Jr. to leave the shop and visit.
If only he'd actually gone there to have fun. He's been in a real slump lately. Keeps his nose in design sheets day in and day out. I told him to rest, but a while back I saw him talking to some small red being that could fly. I don't know what they were talking about, but he's been looking a bit distracted ever since.
We've seen similar beings, but they were blue, not red. Could it be a different type of Feywish sprite?
It was too far away to get a good look at. I pried, but he wouldn't budge. Then he just blurted out that he was going to the Firework Isles. I'm worried he's fallen for some kind of...
I had no idea Marquez Jr. got so angry.
I can understand how he feels. There's no telling when a breakthrough will come, or if it ever will. The only thing you can do is keep pushing yourself further.
You're right. That kid is too eager to prove himself. He'd never mention it, but he's always practicing in his free time. Enough about him. So, are you going to buy any clothes?
Mayor Grace asked us to pick up a gift for Mr. Minogue on the Firework Isles.
Oh, that. I know that one. It's ready.
Minogue of the Sizzle and Spark Center. Yeah, that's the one.
Mind if I, ask you for a favor? Could you check on my grandson for me when you're on the Firework Isles? If it's not too much trouble.
Okay.
Head over to Flora Wharf and look for a boatman named David. He works for Sizzle and Spark Center and manages the route to the Firework Isles.
David. Got it. Thank you, sir.
It's me who should be thanking you. Have a safe trip.
Heading to the Firework Isles? Take David's Express!
Fireworks?
Yes, the first firework in Mirrorland was launched here and it became part of the name. Young lady, if this is your first time visiting the Firework Isle, as the name suggests, low-heat fireworks burn at a much lower temperature than regular fireworks. You can watch them closely in the air for...
That sounds awesome. Miss Vita must be a genius to come up with a design like that.
She is. She's the descendant of Janata, the first fireworks master of the Isles. She even designed the celebratory fireworks for the Queen's coronation. Instead of listening to me, why not see it for yourselves? Would you like a ticket to the Firework Isles?
I want to go now.
All right, this way to the ship. We'll set sail right away.
Reflected in the eyes of the Wishing One, the all-caring sprite. A glimmer of sparkle, a touch of luck. Should you find yourself lost in the depths or adrift in shadow, he shall deliver the guidance of whim in the name of Firework.
It's so lively here! Nikki, let's go to the Sizzle and Spark Center and find Mr. Minot first.
Mr. Minogue. I'm Nikki, and this is my... Mayor Grace appointed me as Flora Wish's special liaison to help with the Carnival of Fireworks. She even sent a congratulatory gift.
Oh, Mayor Grace is too kind. Thank you for coming all this way to help, Nikki. On behalf of the Sizzle and Spark Center, well...
We're looking forward to the carnival. For now, where do you need us?
No rush at all. Things aren't too busy right now, so feel free to explore the Isles. Oh, and learn more about the Fireworks Sprite.
The Fireworks Sprite?
You've never heard of the Fireworks Sprite? Then I'll need to give you a quick history lesson. He's the greatest benefactor of our family in all of the Firework Isles. Legend has it that when the first firework was ignited by Master Janata, it drew the attention of the Wishing One, which is why he created the fireworks sprite. That fiery figure has watched over the people of the Isles ever since. Many have been rescued from hardship thanks to him. My ancestors even received his guidance during the war against the dark. The fireworks sprite is all-knowing and all-caring. He's bold and perceptive, wise yet humble. Blessing.
The fireworks sprite sounds awesome.
You think so too, right? If only a certain ditzy Feywish sprite volunteer could learn from his example. Enough about that. Feel free to look around Camp Kaboom and talk to the people here, Nikki.
Water up ahead looks deep. Let's stop here.
Safer, more stable, low-heat firework? Huh? How strange. I can see so many fireworks.
Excuse me, miss. Are you alright?
Oh, I've only been awake for 3 days.
3 days? You need to rest now, or else you'll...
No. A descendant of Fireworks Master Janata will never yield to challenges this... Come on, Vita. You're going to make the best firework ever! Thanks for talking to me. I feel much more awake now. Time to head back to work.
Wait, are you Vita, the fireworks master?
Master, compared to my ancestor Janata, I still have so much to learn. Even the development of the low-heat firework is...
Isn't the Sizzle and Spark Center already promoting the low-heat firework?
I've completed a working version of the low-heat firework, but after rigorous testing, I found that it's not as stable. If only I had the ice sparkle. But I'm afraid only the fireworks sprite would know where to find such...
Can't you use another material?
That won't do. Any slight difference will affect the final form.
Miss Vida, I understand your passion for your work, but you can't work efficiently if you push yourself like this.
That's right. We'll keep an eye out for news about the ice sparkle.
Thank you. I'll take a break later.
Vibrant fireworks, infinite fun! First time here, right? I'm Joya, and I'm in charge of security.
Thank you. How did you know it's our first time here?
I often patrol the aisles and remember all the familiar faces here. Also, my job is to keep everyone safe, which means I need to spot potential dangers quickly. These eyes have been sharpened through years of experience. Even the most cunning, well-disguised short-fused crew members can't fool me.
Short Fuse Crew. They sound like a dangerous bunch.
Don't worry, their name is the only menacing thing about them. They're an infamous gang here who do nothing but commit petty crimes. Their leader, Enzo, used to work at the Sizzle and Spark Center. He took advantage of his position to jack up prices while skimping on the quality of goods. Mr. Minogue found out and tried to talk him out of it, hoping to prevent damage to the firework aisle's image. But Enzo didn't listen and got fired, which fueled his grudge against Mr. Minogue. He doubled down, founding the crew along with Veer, Giorgio, and Carlo, and expanded his knock. They even painted Feywish sprite dolls red and sold them as fireworks sprite dolls to tourists.
That's so evil!
Anyone who fell for their tricks must have been pretty dejected after finding out they've been duped out of their blings.
Mr. Minogue actually thought about this. A while back, we cracked down on the Short Fuse crew and seized all their knockoff fireworks and Mr. Minogue also announced their crimes on the bulletin board to warn people about their scam.
That's great! Now everyone can enjoy the Carnival of Fireworks in peace.
Mr. Minogue is really capable.
So long as you don't mention the fireworks sprite. Anyway, I'll be doubling my efforts to make sure people enjoy the Carnival of Fireworks as much as possible.
Great. We'll be sure to tell you if we see anyone suspicious.
Wow, there's lots of people over there. Let's see what's going on. We still haven't run into Marquez Drew.
The firework aisles are bigger than I expected. He could be anywhere. It'd be nice if he just popped out of nowhere.
Fate has guided me to this place. You there, girl chosen by the Wishing One. Please stop for a moment.
Are you talking to me?
You? Yes, you! Your style and overflowing whim, you're practically glowing. I could see you from a block away. There's no doubt you've been chosen by the Wishing One.
Nikki, she knows that you've been chosen by the Wishing One.
Excuse me, who are you?
Huh? Are you actually...
Yes?
So sorry, excuse me. Sorry, Nikki. This is my childhood friend, Opera. She's a drama student at the Sichia Art Academy and can be a little, well, dramatic.
What? This is art!
I hope she didn't cause you any trouble.
No, just a misunderstanding. I really do love to get to know interesting people, like Miss Opera. I've never watched a play in Sichia before. It must be fun.
You get it! I knew you'd understand! Oh, how I wish I could talk to you for days on end!
Hold on, Opera. Aren't you supposed to be at school? What are you doing here in Wishfield?
I followed the trail of inspiration back to this land, where a magnificent epic will soon begin and catch the eye of the public! Welcome to Opera Stage! If you two are interested, feel free to sign up with me.
We're doing a play? Count me in.
So cool! And I'm cool too, so count me in.
Don't get your hopes up. I bet she's just running low on cash again.
So much wind! Nikki!
Nikki, have you seen Opera?
No, but I thought I heard a scream just now.
She's not hurt, is she?
I'm not sure. I'll try to find her.
Momo, let's go ask Mr. Minogue if he knows what happened.
Okay.
Fireworks Sprite, bless us! How did this happen? I swear, if I ever catch the culprit, I'll light some fireworks and give him a good scare.
Mr. Minogue?
Oh, Miss Nikki, thank goodness you're safe.
What was that explosion just now?
I'm sorry, but I really don't know. This has never happened before. Nothing's ever caused such a commotion before, not even Miss Vita's research failures. I hope everyone's all right.
Hey, I've looked all over Sparkheart Island and Opera is nowhere to be found.
What? Someone's gone missing? Oh, this is more serious than I thought.
Judging by the damage, it looks like the explosion was a deliberate attack.
True, but we provide folks with premium recreational experiences. We don't have any enemies.
What about that short fuse crew Joya told us about? Could they be behind us? Maybe they got mad you ruined their chances at getting rich and retaliated.
In terms of motive, they're definitely high on the list of suspects. But as far as I'm aware, the short fuse crew aren't capable of creating an explosion of this scale, let alone abducting someone in broad daylight.
Then who could it be? Opera has been studying in Sichia and rarely comes back to Floriwish. Why abduct her?
I understand how you feel. Rest assured, we'll get to the bottom of this and find Miss Opera as soon as possible. Sorry, Miss Nikki. Looks like we'll have to end your tour around the firework aisles early.
It's okay. Let me help investigate the fireworks.
I'll help too. This wouldn't have happened if I kept my eyes on Opera. I'll find her, no matter what it takes.
And we'll nip any danger that may ruin the Carnival of Fireworks in the bud!
Thank you so much. I'll count on you then. You have the full support of the Sizzle and Spark Center.
Nikki, let's start with the scene of the attack. Nikki, I don't think there's anything noteworthy here.
How rude of them! Messing up the camp like this! Fireworks night? And his companions! Please make sure these bad guys get their just desserts!
And you are...
Before you is none other than the Feywish Sprite volunteer, Scintilla! Yeah!
So, Scintillata, do you know anything about the explosion?
And Opera, have you seen her anywhere?
Fireworks Night and his companions, listen up! The culprit behind the explosion and the abduction of your friend is... the Balloon of Darkness!
Balloon of Darkness? As in, the dark?
I have proof! Look here! Opera asked me to give you this.
That's Opera's handwriting.
Marquez Jr., or the Fireworks Night as you are now known. I ran into a little trouble, but I'm safe for the time being. Things are complicated at this time, but just listen to Scintillata. I'll have to act with caution until you defeat the Balloon of Darkness.
It looks like Opera is safe for now. But how are we going to defeat the Balloon of Darkness?
Opera asked us to listen to Scintillata, so... Scintillata, do you have a plan?
Of course! I'll tell you the details over at the Style-Shaped Balloon Show.
Why can't we discuss it here? It doesn't look like he's taking this seriously. Can we really trust him?
He has a handwritten note from Opera, so he's somewhat trustworthy. But the thing about the Balloon of Darkness and Opera's abduction, I need some time to process all of this.
If the dark really is involved, everyone will be in danger. Let's hear him out first.